Hi, I'm Brenda Sharp. I'm a master hypnotist, certified clinical hypnotherapist, past life regressionist, psychic, medium, channeler, Reiki master, teacher, as well as a few other odds and ends that are attached to those things. But my main interest is hypnotherapy and the paranormal, which is crucial as far as healing is concerned. Today I want to talk about hypnosis and hypnotherapy, the difference in them, and why it's sometimes effective and sometimes it's not. First of all, if a person wants to, let's say, quit smoking, and they say, well, I'm going to try this. Well, they may go to a hypnotist or a hypnotherapist, but if they block the suggestions that are in the session, then that won't happen. Okay, they might say that they want to stop smoking, but if they really don't, it won't happen. Or it may happen for a short period of time and then that's the end of it. That has to do with you yourself. So whenever you go to a hypnotist or a hypnotherapist, be sure that it's really something you want, not that your mother wants you to do, or your father, or a best friend, or your lover, whatever the case may be. So that's something very personal, and that's something that you have to determine prior to going to see a hypnotist or a hypnotherapist, because it can fail. And then we get a bad name because it doesn't work. So anyway, the difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy: hypnosis deals with the effect. That deals with the symptoms that you may have. The constant coughing, the tears that just come out of nowhere constantly, the habits that we may have as far as smoking or drinking or any type of addiction. It doesn't matter what it is. So you come to us and we put you under as a hypnotist, and we give you suggestions, something else to do opposed to what it is you're doing, or to stop smoking, or whatever the case may be. And you walk out of there and sure enough, it quits. But the emotion is still within us. We've given you suggestions, and this is where hypnotherapy comes in. In hypnotherapy, we go back to what caused those addictions or diseases or whatever the case may be. And yes, we create our own diseases. We have that power, but we also have the power to heal ourselves. I know, big awareness. We don't want to accept that, but it's true, because we all get something out of our addictions, out of our diseases, whatever the case may be. And I'm sorry if you don't believe it, but it's true. And when you go into the subconscious mind, all of that starts coming forward. So, but it does help you to heal yourself and get better. So a hypnotherapist deals with what caused it in the first place. So now we go back into the emotion and find out, okay, what just happened prior to you becoming sick, or prior to you becoming an alcoholic, or prior to you smoking, or whatever the case may be. And we deal with that. What were we feeling at that time? Were we feeling lonesome? Did we just lose a very dear pet that we had, or your grandmother died, or your mom or your dad passed away, or there was a horrific thing that happened in the world that really affected you news-wise, or it can be absolutely anything. It can be a transfer from your job to another location. It can be being fired. It can be stress over a certain issue. It can be you losing your best friend because they moved away when you were in school and you no longer had a friend. So what happens is the chemistry in our body is normally like this. When an emotional event happens, it goes out of whack. And if somebody, a lab tech, took your blood at that particular moment, it would be out of whack, let me tell you. So what happens is, if we don't release that emotion that emotional event created, it can create disease, it can create addictions. Doesn't matter what type of an addiction it is. It could be riding your bike or watching football games, whatever the case may be, because we feel something out of it. We're emotional regarding that. So we go in and we release that emotion, and it's really easy, really simple. It's nothing to fret about or worry about, and we just put it in a box and you can bury it, you can burn it, you can send it off to God, the universe, you can do whatever makes you feel good about it. But we put all those emotions that we're feeling at the time that that event happened, and we put them somewhere else out of our body. So that's why hypnotherapy is far more effective, and the symptoms very seldom come back, unless of course you block the whole session, and that's on you, not me. Anyway, but under hypnosis, when we go back to something like, let's say where your dog died, he was run over by a car or whatever, when we go back to a similar situation, or we see another puppy getting hurt, or we see one on the road, or whatever the case may be, that's a memory button, and it takes you right back to the moment emotionally when you lost your pet. So that's when the drinking may start up again, or the smoking a cigarette, or the watching football games or whatever. And that usually happens later on down the road. If it's on you and you're blocking the session, you know, and you believe in all of this stuff, but you quit doing whatever it is temporarily, but then what happens is you've decided that, yeah, you know, I really like that social event of going out and drinking and smoking with other people. Hence, that addiction starts up again. So that is on you as well, because you're getting something out of it. You're getting friendship, you're getting fun, you're getting whatever. But it's so important to release that addiction. That's not saying that you can't go out and do those types of things after we do a hypnotherapy session. Not a hypnosis session, but a hypnotherapy session, is the fact once we release that emotion regarding that place or that certain spot, that emotion regarding that event is totally released from the subconscious mind. And that's where the healing begins. And again, it is something that you can block if you love the attention, or you enjoy the activity, or whatever that case may be. You can block that as well if it's something that you really truly down deep. So you have to be prepared and want to really do the work, because lots of times people get attention and they get love, or what they think or assume is love, but it's not. And you can still, as I said, you can still go out and do those fun things, but not be addicted to the substance or the situation, or whatever the case may be. So that's the difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy. Hypnosis deals with the effect. Hypnotherapy deals with the cause. Anyway, look forward to chatting with you again. Thanks for visiting, and have a great day. Bye now.